let's chat about renovations, guys, and taking them on board yourself and having a crack, giving it a go. This time, Midlife Carpentry. G'day guys, Chris here, Midlife Carpentry. Happy New Year. It is the year 2022. So we're just kicking off the year with the first installment, which is awesome. Quite exciting. I'm looking forward to the year. I'm looking forward to cracking on and getting stuck in with everything. Those of you who have only seen me for the first time, I am a first year apprentice, an adult apprentice in Australia, Queensland, based up in Cairns. So this little installment is going to be more about what I have learned doing renos. So I've renovated a townhouse, which is the one we're currently living in at the moment. And I've spent a bit of time on it, obviously. And I've also renovated a house before that. So that was my first reno and this is my second. And I just wanted to go through some of the stuff that I learned. You know, like I think it's important that I share that sort of wisdom. So if you're going through a reno at the moment, if you are thinking about going for a reno, I like to think this quick little video might help you out. All right, guys, let's get started and have a chat about it. First of all, thank you very much for watching. I guess is a good start, I guess. We've been in this townhouse for a good couple of years now. I've spent a fair bit of time slowly working through it, slowly improving it, making it better. We are in the process of potentially selling this a little bit later on. But yeah, a little bit more about that later on. So this reno, what have I learnt in renovations? What are a few of the key factors that I think is important to remember when you're doing a renovation and what you want to achieve? So I think probably one of the big key factors is budget and how much you want to spend on it. So it's very, very easily to get carried away with spending a lot. It really is. You can spend a buttload of money on a house or an apartment or whatever to make it like perfect and exactly what you want and all that sort of stuff. But you've got to think sometimes that's not practical. You know, there's no point in over-capitalizing, I think is the word a lot of people use on a unit. Now, technically, the house I had beforehand, I over-capitalized on that. So that was a good learning experience for me. I took a loan out from the bank. I did all my renovations and stuff like that. I still didn't complete them because I went over the top with a lot of gear. So yeah, it was a lesson learnt for me. It was poorly budgeted to an extent, like that sort of thing. So what was good about this townhouse is obviously Mel's step into play. So my wife, my partner, she's pretty clued on with coins and all that sort of stuff and how it works. So I took her lead a little bit. I let her lead the direction of stuff we're heading. She sort of set a bit of a budget on what we wanted to work off. And yeah, we took it from there. Like we worked out what we wanted to try and achieve, how we wanted to do it. And yeah, it worked out beautifully, like fantastically. So something I'm going to do too through this video, guys, just so it's just not me talking, I'm just going to fling in a few clips and stuff like that you might see of me doing a couple of jobs that I've been up to. Now, this leads into the next point, multitasking, making the most of particular time that you have. So with renos, it's important to sort of think ahead a lot. Like you need to think ahead and picture things that you want to achieve and how you're going to achieve them before you even start. Don't get carried away. You just go and grab a can of paint and get painting. Like just hold fire for 2 seconds and have a quick think about it. Okay, I'm getting a tin of paint. But what have I got to do before I paint? What's got to happen? All right, I'm going to prep these walls up. Okay, no worries, cool. So we're going to prep these walls up. All right, we need some plaster. We need to gap fill where the cornices are and things like that. So think of the other stuff that you've got to do as well. So don't just think of that final product and how quick you can get there. Think about the preparation to get there, if that kind of makes sense. So yeah, the little videos that you'll see is me actually attempting 3 separate little jobs that I had on the go on one particular day. So I was trying to fix up a patch, a little section of staircase. So there's a section where when the floors were installed, it was a bit average how they finished off the floors at the top there. So I was a bit disappointed in that, but I did my best to try and plaster it in and tidy it up. So I've done that. I did a little bit of a patch-up work where the dog had chewed the skirting and the door frame. So we tidied that up, patched it up. So that
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah, talking. How do you like our menu bowl? There we go. Ah, and action!
That's in that little clip. And the other little clip is basically right behind me. There was a bit of rotten trim across the top here that needed a bit of tidying up and stuff like that. Like I said, this area here needed to be freshened up a lot. It was looking a bit drab and untidy. Had a lot of electrical work that was in here that was not done to standard. So yeah, had to knock that out as well. But yes, so multitasking, understanding, you know, trying to find a way to knock over several jobs as you go. So classic example is these 3 clips, all right? So these three clips involved a bit of sanding and prep work, as you can see, installation work and stuff, and prep work for this one as well. There's undercoating, okay? So what I did is I undercoated this, I undercoated the stairs, and I undercoated the trim. So that saved me a little bit of time, because obviously after you paint, you got to wash out your stuff. So you got to wash out your brushes, wash out your buckets, wash out your rollers, all that sort of stuff. So where you can combine those little tasks, man, $1 million. Like, you're starting to save yourself some time, all right? Don't be afraid to throw your roller in a plastic bag and put it to the side and just have to wash out your tray. Rollers take time to wash, they do. They're a pain in the butt. Yeah, generally 9 times out of 10 I normally try and maybe just swap out a roller if I'm pushed for time and just put a brand new one on and go the next coat. But where possible, I try and combine what I need to do, line everything up, prep everything up, get everything to a level where I can go, right, I'm going to start painting and this is what I'm going to do. So it's very important, guys. I think it's very important. If forethought is huge, like you've got to have that bit of forethought. So yeah. So like I said, you do your undercoating together, bang, done, sorted. All right, now I've got to go, okay, I've got to paint some white, paint some ceiling white. So that was a separate paint altogether. We did that again. The walls were separate, the whites were separate. So there's 3 different colors and stuff that I was painting technically at the same time. With the wall, I was using a roller. So obviously with the roller, I put it back in a plastic bag, put it to the side. So when I did my second coat, I had the roller there already, gave it the second coat, and away I went. So just little things like that will help you progress through your renos, all right? So try and remember those little tips, guys. Always have a bit of forethought about the direction you want to head and what you want to achieve in that particular day. So let's talk about another little thing that you need to know for your renos. Know your skill set. Understand what you can achieve for yourself before you start getting carried away. Now, painting's one thing. As you can see, painting isn't, it's not, for want of a word, it's not rocket science. Some of the basic stuff, there is a science behind it, and there's some guys that do amazing work with painting. But for a basic reno and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, do your trims, then cut in and you do your walls and everything like that. So there's probably multiple guys out there do painting videos and tutorials. Look into that. You can achieve that if you have the patience. Patience is key with painting. Any painting, patience is key. So know your skill set. So if you're pretty handy and you can get a few little things done, you know what you do, plastering and stuff. Like I've plastered up a lot of this house. Something that I've learned over time. I learned from the past reno how to do that. Learned from a couple of people as well that have helped me out. So it's been a process for me, and that was my skill set. That's what I knew. There was some stuff that I didn't know, that I taught myself, but I had that degree of confidence to give it a crack. So keep that in mind when you're planning your renos. Like, is there something that you know you can do for yourself and achieve a particular result that you or your partner both are happy with, okay? So yeah, know your skill set, guys. As you see in my stair video particularly, there's a big distraction there. It involves a little distraction with 2 legs and a pair of earmuffs. Now you may laugh at me now, but he can be quite a big distraction, or he can be a big help too. Like he's a great kid. I love him to bits, but I think it's important if you are going gung-ho on a reno, say if you're doing demo work or you're really focused on getting a task done, remove your distractions, okay? So if you've got a family member who likes to sit with you and loves to ask you 20 questions while you're trying to get a particular job done, ask them to say, hey, you know, can you just give me a sec? I need to focus on this. Remove your distractions. Don't be afraid to do it, because before you know it, you've cut you know, a couple of $100 worth of plasterboard and you've just gone, that doesn't fit, you know. Little things like that, guys, keep in mind. Remove your distractions. If you can, get your kids out to daycare or something, find a babysitter, whatever. Even some instances, if wifey or if hubby isn't helpful, bugger them off, you know. It all works out pretty good. So guys, I hope that's helped a little bit. Like, that's a couple little pointers and stuff that I've learned over the time. Like these are little things that that have helped me to achieve what I've achieved in this townhouse, I guess. Like, this is stuff that I've learned from the past and I've gained experience from. And it's exciting. Like, it's such an amazing thing to start a reno and to get involved and changing your house and making your place a home and feeling this energy of like, yes, this looks awesome. But keep that energy. Keep pushing. Get it done, guys. It is hard to do. Trust me, I know you get tired and you've got to push. North Queensland rain shower coming in here, guys, so I hope you can still hear me. We might have to cancel this and go on to the a little bit more. Keep going with this rain and just see how bad the voice is and see whether you've lost out on me, but we'll give it a go. So 2022 is a bloody exciting time for me. I am genuinely excited about it. For my Christmas present, as you can see, I am standing here in a random location in my household with a tripod. I got a tripod for Christmas. Okay. I asked for it, but I got a tripod for Christmas and it's fantastic. It's added value to where I can actually, you know, do footage and stuff like that and have a chat to you guys. So, which is exciting. Like, I really like that fact that it doesn't matter where I go now. I can shoot wherever I want. Like, I can shoot out here with the rain. Let's have a look. Just like that. Just like that. We've just changed the situation. You can see me, I can see you. Well, no, I can't really see you, but you can see me. I'm out in the rain and I'm actually fairly level with the camera, and I just did a turn around. Bang, here it is. It's fantastic. Getting a little bit wet in here, but I might just move in. And just like that, we can just twist and rotate, and here we go, back again. So that's probably one of the big steps this year was the tripod, and the other thing, as I mentioned before, is GoPro. So on that note, I'm holding on to my pennies for a little bit. I have some amazing news. The house thing's happening. We are moving house. We have a home. We have a new home that's coming. So final settlement and stuff like that's due to happen yet. Well, we have a home. It's lined up. It's all moving forward. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to show you guys. There's plenty of work to do, plenty of things to happen. So I'll be able to share that with you as I go. And there's like a little studio thing almost at the back, so we could probably actually hide out there while it's raining like this and have a conversation and talk about things. So yeah, it's all pretty exciting for me in 2022. Okay guys, hopefully that little this little clips and little assortment has helped you guys out a little bit. As you know, like I said, I'm an apprentice. I'm just having a crack, giving it a go, giving YouTube a go as well. Slowly learning, slowly becoming better at it. I like to think anyway. And guys, absolutely enjoy 2022. Build on Legends, get stuck in, get into it. I know I will be. I'll keep you posted next week. I've got I'm going to do a little video on changing out, on basically fixing up where a wall-mounted aircon was. So there was they call them boxies, I guess in Australia, we call them boxies or window rattlers or whatever you want to call them. So it's basically a rectangle air conditioner that slides into normally a window, or they cut out a hole in the wall and slide it in. So I've gone through and I've repaired it, and I filmed it while I repaired it. So This is all block work and plasterboard on the inside. So yeah, it's been exciting. There's some footage I missed because I got carried away trying to get it done, but I got some photos, so you guys will get the gist anyway. We'll talk about that one next week. So, but otherwise, build on legends. All the best. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week. All right. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. See ya.